Hey guys, Matt here from Superior Underwriting, and we're going to be going over why it's impossible to buy cash flowing rental properties in California right now. So I'm going to do that by giving an example here. I literally just went to realtor.com and pulled up a multifamily property in California, and I ran the numbers on it, and I'm going to share the results with you guys. So it's a duplex in Southgate, the C minus area, 1940 builds. It's a bit of an older property. Yeah, we can look at some of the photos here. Not much of the interior, but you can tell it's gonna need some work. Older property. I mean, we're talking about $325,000 a unit. So this is even in C minus properties in California, everything goes between 200 and 300. If you're gonna go way out into like the boonies, you can get as low as like 100, 150. But so here we're just looking at this random property I pulled up. I already ran some of the numbers, so I didn't bore you guys with doing my research for the numbers, but we'll go over the income and income, expenses, and expected cash flow for this deal. Okay, so here is my underwriting. We have best case, fair case, and worst case. Fair case is what I really, make my judgment on whether or not I'd be making an offer on this property. So we have $650,000 purchase price for 2 units, 325,000 a unit. I'm assuming 5% down. That would mean it's an owner occupied property. If it's going to be straight rental property, it's going to be 25. But if you're going to be living in one of the units, it would be 5. You can go as low as 3.5. You can go 20. It's a lot more flexible if you're going to be living in it. But if it's going to be a straight rental property in this current market, you're going to be spending 25% down. And then after that, you have your repairs. Now, this is a wild estimate just based off the photos. I'm assuming $10,000 per unit in best case, $15,000 per unit in fair case, and worst case, you're going to be spending over $20,000 per unit. So rent, I was looking at the market rent. I kind of studied the area. I'm a little familiar with it. So worst case, this is after renovations. You're going to get $2,200 per unit, fair case 25, best case 27. And then we have minus vacancy. You're going to be making $57,000 per year on this property. And then we have all of our expenses. A lot of these I was able to pull from personal experience, as well as other property that we have in the area. I can pull up the tax rate for the zip code. So this is just research. So you're just researching, you're getting the numbers, you're plugging them in. And I was able to estimate the expenses for this property at $23,800, which is 41% of the income. So that means your NOI, your net operating income, is $33,000 and change. Now, your NOI does not include your debt service, does not include how much you're paying the bank every month on the loan. So your debt service here is $36,000 a year. So you're making $33,000, which is two to 3K a month, but your monthly, your annual mortgage is $36,000. So you're spending $3,000 a month, and you're making between $2,000 and $3,000. So you're actually losing a few $100 every month on this deal at 25% down. You're losing, we can say, $500 give or take a month on this deal. Some month it's going to be more, some month it's going to be less. Honestly, it's very unlikely you'll even find a bank to give you a loan on this because the DSCR is below 1, which is a bit more in depth, but it's essentially saying that the income of the property is less than how much you need to pay on the monthly mortgage. So even getting a loan on this property is going to be tough. But every time I run the numbers for a property in California, no matter where you are, Los Angeles, Orange County, wherever, you're even if it gets worse as you go up to San Francisco. Now the numbers do look better if you're going outside. You're going to Bakersfield, you're going to Modesto, you're going to some less populated cities. The rents are a little lower. So even though rents in California are higher, the property is worth so much more. So you might be asking yourself, why would anyone buy this property? Why would anyone buy this property if they're going to be losing money? The thing is, in a year or two, California sees ridiculous appreciation. So in a year or two, this could be $1 million property. I'm willing to wager that by 2025, 2026, this property is going to be worth about $1 million. But on a monthly basis, you're losing $300 to $500 every month. So it really depends on what kind of investing are you looking for. Especially in the early stages, most people are looking for cash flow. And then later down the line, once they've had the freedom that the cash flow has given them, they start considering cash flow or appreciation. So this is why I don't invest in California anymore. Like ridiculously low 5 cap is actually pretty normal for California, and less than one DSCR. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You're losing money every month. Even best case, you're only making $600-700, and this is assuming everything goes right. You have super low expenses. You're able to get the highest rent there is. So this is a bit unrealistic unless it's a new property. You're most likely going to be between this and this because the property is older. So you're likely going to be between fair case and worst case. But yeah, there's no two ways about it. This property loses money. And that's why I can't get myself to buy in California anymore. The numbers just don't work out.